Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you explain yourself, the less people listen. The more you talk, the more they interrupt. And the harder you try to be understood, the more invisible you feel. This is not your imagination. This is how human psychology works. Today, I want to tell you a simple story. A story about a man who talked too much. And the moment he stopped talking, people finally started listening. Once, in a quiet town, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was not weak. He was not stupid. He was kind, intelligent, and honest. But Daniel had one habit. He explained himself too much. If someone misunderstood him, he explained. If someone accused him, he explained. If someone doubted him, he explained again and again. He believed that if people truly understood his intentions, they would respect him. But something strange kept happening. The more Daniel explained, the less people listened. At work, when his boss blamed him for a mistake, Daniel explained for minutes. His boss interrupted him and said, "Just do your job." With friends, when someone joked at his expense, Daniel tried to explain himself. They laughed even more. In meetings, Daniel spoke the longest. But his ideas were ignored. Later, someone else repeated the same idea in one sentence. Everyone nodded. Daniel sat there, silent and confused. One evening, after a long and exhausting day, Daniel sat alone at a small cafe. His coffee had gone cold, but his thoughts were loud. "I try so hard to be clear," he thought. "So why do people treat me like I don't matter?" An old man was sitting at the next table. He had been listening quietly. After a moment, the old man spoke. "You talk too much." Daniel looked up, surprised. "I only explain because people misunderstand me," Daniel said. The old man nodded. "And that," he replied, "is exactly why they don't listen." Daniel frowned. "That makes no sense." The old man leaned forward. "When someone keeps explaining himself," he said, "people don't hear clarity. They hear insecurity." Those words hit Daniel deeply. The old man continued. "Confident people don't chase understanding. They speak once, and then they let silence do the rest." That night, Daniel could not sleep. One sentence kept repeating in his mind. "Stop proving." The next day, something unexpected happened. At work, Daniel's boss questioned his decision in front of everyone. Normally, Daniel would explain every detail. This time, he didn't. He simply said, "I stand by my decision." And then he stopped talking. The room went quiet. His boss waited. Daniel said nothing. After a moment, the boss nodded and moved on. Daniel's heart was racing, but something felt different. Later that week, a colleague tried to blame Daniel for a delay. Daniel looked at him calmly and said, "That's not accurate." Nothing more. No long story, no defense. Days passed. Daniel spoke less, but with intention. And something strange happened again. People started listening. When Daniel spoke, his words carried weight. When he stayed silent, the room leaned in. Because silence gave his words power. Here is the truth. The more you explain yourself, the more you invite judgment. Silence is not weakness. Silence is confidence without noise. Speak clearly. Then stop. Because the moment you stop talking unnecessarily, people start listening.